Hey everybody, it's Sweaty Zeus, continuing our walkthrough. If you didn't catch the end of the last one, and I noticed some of the audio was cut for some reason. I don't know, maybe it's an issue with the microphone. But you may wonder what we're doing over here in Caelid. But I did make note that I'm going to go pick up Flame Grant Me Strength, which you don't have to come get, but it is a really good buff that you can use pretty much throughout the whole game. It's going to buff your attack power by 20% for 2 minutes, I think. Um, I'll have to check the time on that. It may be 1 minute. I don't know, but it's really long. Like some of them, like Black Flame Blade buff lasts like 10 seconds. So a 2 minute buff is freaking sweet, and 20% attack power boost is amazing. So it's something you can throw on at least like when you go into a boss battle or fight a tough enemy or a big area or something. So anyways, you don't have to do this. If you are not interested, just jump till we get back to the castle, which should be maybe 5 minutes ahead or so. So if you remember, we came over here earlier after Summon Water. We went to this church, and then there's this shack here, and then we're right here, Caelid Ruins now. When we were running to get the torch, we took off from here, from the balcony. This was the first one we got. Then we jumped over a little chasm, saved here, and then went up around here to the shack to buy the torch. So, I've got the beast repellent torch on now. I highly, highly, highly recommend you use that right now, because we're going to go over here amongst the dogs, and we get you a really, really good strength weapon that you can use a lot of your levels on if that's something you're interested in. So again, if you're not interested in this, don't worry about it. But we're right over this way, and you see, since we have the torch equipped, even though we're not like holding it out, it's equipped in our left hand. The dog just looks at us; he will not attack. Now the crows will. So try to steer clear and try not to tap the dog. I think if you hit him, he'll definitely attack you. If you do any type of damage to him, it's all bets are off. But so we just don't want the crow to see us. And you see, if we didn't have the torch right now, we'd be getting decimated by these dogs. So come over right here, interact, and it's the great sword, which is like it's probably the biggest weapon in the game, I would think. Alright, so we're gonna hop back on our horse and try to grab that beetle here. That's Whirl O' Flame, which is a faith-based incantation. I don't think it's that great. That's the starting prophet class. One of the or no, it's Catch Flame that they start with. That's one that I think is. I thought it was just sold at the round table by the NPC there, but I could be wrong. So, anyways, our grace right over here where we started, just for reference. Alright. So, here's the path we're going to take down here. We're going to stop about halfway and go over here. And there's an NPC right here we'll probably talk to as well. If you are intelligence build and you didn't like the, just the doing the mage range thing, and even though we got you the best staff you can get right now, if you see this right over here, there's another cave right below, I think like here. But these two both have really good magic-based weapons. So I'll cover those soon. But you should have enough, to play through right now. But if you want to go ahead and grab those, that's where to go get them. So we're just looking for crows, trying to avoid them where possible, and definitely avoid those big face guys. They're a pain in the ass. We're just trying to go direct south. You could just haul ass too if you want, really. I know there's some crows through here though. I remember getting attacked last time. See, there's one there. And here's the road we're looking for. It kind of disappears up this way, so through the village. There's next Grace. Alright. And if you'll notice, I said in one of the prior videos, sometimes I'd be playing offline. I am playing offline now, back at the other place I'm staying, which is my family's lake house. And we don't have internet here. I do have internet, but it's basically, just through my phone. So for streaming, it's pretty bad. So I just play offline and record it. So that castle right there is where we're trying to get. And keep following this. I think we can cut over. Yeah, we can cut over right there. Just back a little ways. There's some enemies here. This castle isn't too hard. We should probably be able to clear it real quick. And I was experimenting around and going to use the axe because I've just used the Bloodhound thing so much. I'm not tired of it, but yeah, I just wanted to use something else for a little bit, so. I'm just going to throw it on while we go in here, because these guys are a little more advanced than what our level is right now. Nothing like before, but there's some guys down there. Pumpkinhead. There's your smithing 4. Somber. So there's a candelabra there. If you light up, it'll take you to the closest cave, which there's one. If you look, there's like the little lake of rot right here. We're kind of on the cliff. But up, nestled in the cliff about right here, is another cave. I can't remember if that one's the Moonville or not. There's 2 magic swords, like both that are right over in this area. Both are katanas. Both are really, really good. If you're, doing a magic build and interested in using katanas, I would suggest they are probably the way to go. One is a lot of people think the best magic weapon in the game, as far as like a melee. Be careful of these guys. They can do a deceptive amount of damage. They'll, if you remember Determination, I think I talked about it earlier. It's a act of war where you just kind of like hold your weapon up And then you can do like a 60% buff of damage after for the first strike. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's go kill this guy first. This archer is a pain in the butt. And again, you can just run through all this and do like a death run if you want. Like if you're worried about making it. We're just coming here really to get the, uh-oh, I think we might be dead. Don't let him hit you. Oh! Gotcha, bitch. that move is so good. He just took all three of them. But, yeah, the ones that have the great swords that look like that, they'll do determination, and then they do like a heavy attack. And with the 60% damage buff, they will wreck you. Like, if your vitality is not like way leveled up, it may one-shot you. So just be careful. I thought I saw... Oh, he's right there. Let's get our health topped off real quick. Come down here and grab what items we missed. Explosive bolt. I guess we didn't need to get that guy because our flasks had already been refilled and I didn't even notice it. There's a grace. It's right, if you look where the top of my head is, that little tree. It's there's like a little drop off and it's right there. The other cave I was talking about is kind of right where my top of my head is over there as well. I can't remember which one is the Moonville Katana and which one is the meteoric ore katana, which is like a supposed to be like a katana made out of a meteorite that fell. So the gate's shut, but we're gonna route around this way. Let me put our torch away now. You're not gonna need it. Drop on the tree. Alright, so what we came here for is that item. It's right behind these two gigantic pains in the ass. I think you can, you can jump on top and do an attack and it'll like stab down that little hole. And I think it one-shots them, but I don't know, it's kind of finicky. So, there we go, got it. 19,000 damage, that's pretty wild. Oh shit. No. Woo. Grab that real quick. Flame grant me strength, that's what we wanted. You gotta get behind this guy. This area's real dangerous. You got these guys exploding too, you gotta deal with. There we go, got him. Alright, unfortunately we gotta ride back around again to get back up there. But that's alright. I'm gonna go ahead and knock this out because we've got it mostly done. For the strength of pros, it got the great sword. I'll show it to you real quick. You can see it's ridiculous. I don't know what the special is. Oh, it's alright, so if you tap L2, it goes into a stance. You'll see he'll kind of do that. And then you type, or tap R2, and then he'll, I think, do an uppercut if I remember right. Yeah. So, it's not my thing, but a lot of people like it. So, I think this sword is just too good. It's faster than the great sword, and it's got close to the same reach. It's got one of the best special moves. It's more unique. I've played with that great sword. Oh gosh, a whole playthrough of Dark Souls 2 and 3. So it was like I just want to do, use something different. Alright, so there's going to be a lion down there. I can't remember if we had an encounter with one at the castle yet. In Stormveil, there's an area, which I know we haven't activated the Great Rune, which we'll get after we kill Godric. We'll get what's called a Great Rune. And then we can go activate it, and it'll give us a special kind of like permanent buff. When I say permanent, I mean it'll last like a full life. It's not timed. But it goes away when you die. So, don't have anything we can nuke this guy with. I was hoping I had. You can try to use the bow, but he can actually dodge it. So, the best thing to do might be to try to use some type of rot, because he's got a bit of health, and then maybe use like a summon. The thing with the summon is they'll attack him and he'll attempt to dodge them, and some of your shots should connect at that point. See, he'll kind of dodge to the side like that. It's not going well so far. We got one. Come on, guys, take him back out from under me, please. It's gonna kill them all, damn it. They're just gonna get in the corner and die now, aren't they? Shit. And now we're out. Great. I knew it was going to happen when they got back up in the corner. The problem is, I don't have any rot arrows. He'll just dodge when you shoot at him. Sometimes if you get him in a corner, you can keep hitting him, because he'll, like keep jumping into the corner. We'll kill him. We're gonna go up here. Kill this guy, these couple guys first. Should be one elite knight. Yeah, he's right there. Oh shit, we're fat rolling. Not good. Watch out for that. We counter. Remember with what I showed you before? Spear guys. You can kind of dodge side to side. That's the best way to do it. And then get a attack when they miss a thrust. So they're going to thrust straight forward. So anytime you can dodge left or right, it's going to be easy to dodge or attack, usually. So this guy tells you about the Festival of War. That was the thing I was telling you that I would do before going any further past Lorraine of the Lakes. Sorry, I wouldn't do the Festival of War, but once that triggers, it triggers once you pass Lorraine of the Lakes, if that makes more sense. And the Redmane Castle, which I'll show you here in just a second, you cannot go there if you try to go there. You can't go to like the dungeon of Redmane if you go there after you pass Lorraine of the Lakes. And it was a horrible way to say all that. So basically, if you want to play through, you know, like the Legacy Dungeon of Redmane Castle, you have to do it before you pass through Lorraine of the Lakes. I think the move is to get this guy to try to do attacks under you like this. Because once he starts trying to do attacks, then oh no, I didn't think he could get up here. Shit. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. Go. Oh man. Oh, that was a little sketchy, a little hairy. It was one of those moments that can only happen you don't plan for. Alright. Top our health off. We should be able to drop down and deal with them now. I'm not wanting to try to take extra care not to die because we're kind of close to teleport that I want to show you guys for a specific reason. I'm not good at hot swapping. Didn't mean to do that. Man, I'm just struggling right now. I was hoping this wouldn't take this long. Again, once he starts an attack, like, you can shoot because he won't dodge. He's locked into the attack. Plus the shorter distance is harder for him to dodge. I'll just roll away anytime he does that move, and I think you're going to be good. Oh, I almost got up. Is he stuck up there? What an idiot. Alright, so that's Lion's Claw, which is a really, really cool Ash of War. It's a melee. It's basically where you do a front flip and bring your weapon down overhanded on your enemy. So just like a front flip into an overhanded attack. It looks really cool. It does a lot of damage. It's a little... It's not real hard to get off like some of the Ashes of War, but I mean, you can definitely get it off. It's about like maybe like this one we're using now. About as how quick you can get it off. Alright. So, only thing that's up here is a teleporter. If you want to hit it, it'll take you to Redmane Castle, which is, see over in the distance over there. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Like right over here. I already kind of wandered over there pre-video when I was just trying to double check where some things were. But I'll take you there so you can see it. I'll say, okay, so we spawned right here. And if you do that, it'll take you past this bridge. There's a big battle going on right in front of the bridge. And then the bridge, you'll have trebuchets launched at you nonstop from right up here. So if you'd rather have an easier time getting over here and you want to approach this castle before the Radon Festival, which is, again, in order to do that, you have to come here before progressing past Lurny of the Lakes or doing Ronnie's quest line, which I'll show you what that is when we get to it. But yeah, if you want to get over here, you can take that teleporter and it'll be a much easier approach, or you can just ride down here and dodge your way across the bridge and fight through. There's basically a bunch of dogs and soldiers fighting there as well. And we'll go back all through that, but wanted to come here this way just to show you both options. So, there's going to be a tough soldier back there. It's basically like the one we fought in the last area. He's, I think a dude's got another spear. You can see him sitting down over there. Just trying to attack this without having to fight through him. I think even if we backstab him, it's only going to do about half of his... Shit, where'd you come from? I really hate those little guys. Alright, so I'd recommend hopping on your horse here. And this is going to be real quick, and then we're going to go back to the castle. So, let's dodge that. Keep riding up this way. A giant's going to jump down. See him there. Let's keep going over here. Ignore him. You can hop down in that if you want. Oh! Normally I jump from there to there, but I wanted to show you can go this way too. I think there's a few items in there, so we'll come back. What I'm going to do is show you this way to get in here, and then when we get here, when I'm going to clear it in a couple episodes, I'll show you the other way to approach. So then if you prefer to do it either way, you've got a reference about how to do that. Alright, be really careful here. That's a gap. If you try to walk across, you'll fall and die, so just jump. We're going to hop off. Alright, so this was a bit of a trap. This is typical FromSoft. So that enemy right there is a beast for where we are in our progression. There's a few regular bats, which, you know, added up are kind of going to add to your trouble. And then there's an Ash of War, I think, or a Somber Stone, I don't remember which, beetle, you know, that disappears. So they're wanting you to go chase that. And then these guys are going to start attacking you, and I promise you're probably going to die. That brown bat that's over by the tree is one of the ones that stings. I don't know if I've got it turned down. I don't know if she's singing right now, but she just like sings like a real creepy like music. So, anyways, I would come in here and try to get some type of there's a shortcut we're going to try to get, and then I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way to the Grace or not. I guess I could. This is definitely harder content than what's that Stormveil where we kind of naturally are. You know, this is all just like optional. Hey, if you want to do this first, this is how to get here. This is how to do it. You know, yada yada. So, all right. So there's lions that patrol the main entrance, which is shut anyways. There's a couple dogs down there. There's a couple soldiers this way. If you see that pumpkin head over there, there's a cool strength weapon you can get over there by him if you're interested in it. Should be able to drop down this way and get to the Grace. There's a shortcut too. The area we were, and this is how you, well, I'll just show you. The area we came into the castle from, if you drop down directly there, there's a door. And if you go in that, there's you can open that back door to the castle. That'll give you a, it's a real shortcut. I don't really think there's a point, but you can do that if you want. This guy's gonna hit pretty hard. Oh! Oh shit, I always roll early. They do such like big slow swings. There we go. Alright, so here's the sword. Flame Birch. If you want to come get that. Somber 3. Up here there's a, I think it's just a another smithing stone. Yeah, there's a 5. Should have enough materials now to get to like plus 15 maybe, close to it. Depending on, you know, what you've picked up from other people, like as far as drops and stuff. Try to roll over on this. I think if you drop down there, it's a little too far. Alright, so this is, you may die right here, and you can't use your horse because we're inside. what's considered a legacy dungeon. I don't know if it's really one, but it's kind of in between. So these guys have flamethrowers. So a couple options: you can shoot them with arrows, or try to just run and jump your way through it. I'm gonna do the latter. Just be careful because they can overwhelm you. Again, this is why I like having 30 vigor. Alright, so we made it. We're at the Grace now. Say that and die to these little idiots. So there's more area over there. There's the boss for the area, which is the Crucible Knight and Misbegotten, or Lionel Misbegotten. It's basically like the guy we fought down at the castle in the peninsula in Limgrave. What's it called? Brain fart. Morn Castle. Yeah. It's basically the boss in Morn Castle and a Crucible Knight in there at the same time. So that's going to be pretty damn tough right now. So we took out everything over here I wanted to do. Start of the next video, I'll note where the those two katanas are. See, let me look. I can pull it up real quick. Just one sec. Through the trick of editing. Alright, through the trick of editing, I pulled that up almost immediately. So directly south of the shack, we hit kind of around the start. I don't know if we actually warped in here, but we rode kind of over here where we picked up the great sword. Right here, you can come here from the church. So this right here, it's easy to find because it's that orange color. There's a cave, and that's where you're going to get the Moonville Katana, which is pretty tough. If you can defeat the boss in there, you'll get the Moonville. But yeah, it's like probably the best melee intelligence weapon in the game. So if you're doing like a build where you're a mage and also using a sword, oh my gosh, is that the way to go? And then right here, there's a ruins. Let me see specifically. Yeah, so right in here, there's one of those where you can go underground, and you'll get the meteoric ore blade, which again is a really good magic scaling katana. It's probably next to the Moonveil, the best one as far as magic weapons, in my opinion. And you can dual wield them with great efficiency if that sounds interesting to you. But yeah, so I just wanted to tell you where those were. I'll get them soon, but you know, we've got kind of a lot of upgrade mats. So, you know, if you want to go ahead and pick that up now and start with, you know, a really cool weapon you can throw a lot of your materials into, there you go. So, remember that door? So, and here's this lift. We'll double back and take that. Actually, I'm going to take on the trying to decide if I want to take on God. Yeah, we'll do the mini boss first, actually. So he's over this way. Take this up. Sorry, I know I'm kind of indecisive in this video. There's a lot of things that are kind of optional as far as when you do them that I want to cover, but I'm trying not to like deviate too much from the normal path to the boss and all that. So don't kill these guys if you don't want to fight. There's a big one, which is basically our buddy Alexander. Not him, but you know, someone like him. You see they're full of meat inside. They're pretty gross. Basically, Alexander... Well, I won't spoil it for you. If you keep talking to him, he'll tell you some kind of interesting stuff throughout the game. So, Crackpots, which are, you know, kind of like our throwing grenades. If you want those, there they are. Kind of dark in here. I just have trouble finding the lantern. Alright, I think we can throw our helmet back on too. Alright, so there's a beetle right down here. Looks like you already got away. So we'll come in over here and get the grace. So there's the boss, Godric, the grafted of this this evolved Limgrave, basically. But specifically this castle as well. So there's a giant, if you go straight, you see that tree down there, it's got a golden seed, and then that path wraps to the right to the grace we just came in at for this area. So that's the other path I was talking about. And I know I said I wanted, by this way I was wanting to go to the mini boss, which it does make sense. I'll show you. You're probably like, I thought you said you wanted to go the other way, but... Alright, so we're going to hit that, and then that guy will respawn in. And you're kind of like, this is another, like, one of their little traps, like, where they want you to chase this guy into the pots. So, it gives you Stormcaller, which I think is pretty good. I've heard people say it is, but I've never really used it. There's another Kakiri. Alright, so we're going to run and jump up here. Gonna kind of diagonal jump there. So if, let's see, down here, there's a big knight and another eagle thing, falcon. Man, I hate those dudes. I don't even know if it's really, like, worth going down there for a lump of flesh. Also, if you remember, there was a statue in the main courtyard. I think I pointed it out. I talked about having to break it to get the materials inside. And then I think I might have shown you one up on the Thundering Plateau earlier as well. But the giant that's right outside the grace that we just last found, he I thought I saw something over here. I guess it's my mind playing tricks on me. You can use the giant right beside the grace to, you gotta lure him back to the courtyard, and then you can get him to smack that statue that's knocked over, and then you can get all the materials inside, which there's a lot of upgrade materials in there. There's a lot of these guys in here. Got a really good tower shield if you're playing like a sword and shield or spear and shield build. It's really good. Full-size shield. It's a regular 3. So hug this and drop down. Drop down, drop down, drop down. Now, this item's kind of weird. I can never grab it down here. I always have to jump up, so just be careful. Another note when jumping onto these, try to hit jump and then forward. It makes it a lot easier. If you try to like run like this and jump on it, a lot of times you're gonna overshoot. Which I know maybe a lot of y'all can figure that out on your own, but just a little point of thought. If it helps. If not, no worries. So here's that door I pointed out earlier, told you to remember. Again, takes us back to this grace. So I've got a few minutes left. I think we can still take the mini boss. So there's the statue I was just talking about. So right on the tip of our sword there. Well, it was. You can see it there. You can lure that giant I spoke of to come here and hit that. And you can get to him by going that way. It'll go the front at him. And then if you take the elevator there, it takes the back path that we took. So, hope that makes more sense. So, if you want, grab a ranged option. There's a bat in that cave. There's one there. There's one there. Several. You might want to take them out before trying to go over here. I'm kind of short on time, so I'm just going to go over and deal with them. Another one of those stupid arteria leaves. Which, they're only stupid because I always get excited and think they're like a really good item, you know, like a new weapon or something. And they're always those stupid leaves. It's just kind of like a letdown when you find them. But there's one more. Maybe that's it. Alright, so we get that item. We're going to go over here. Whoops, almost jumped off. Gonna hit this and just do a jump. Smithing 2. Jump down here. Oh wait, there's nothing up there. I thought we missed something. Okay, so there's a lot of rats down here, so just be ready for them. They can overwhelm you, actually, if you're not careful. Before they patch, this used to be a good place to farm rune arcs. You could come down here and kill the rats and, you know, easily pick up in 30 minutes, like 15 of them. It was really nice. I think patch 1.03 took that out of the game. So now you've got to go invade or pick up the few rune arcs that are in the game. Ranker Call, I've never used that. It's a spell that requires investment in faith and intelligence. So it's kind of tough to swallow. Usually people do one or the other. But if you do Sword of Night and Flame build, which I'll show you a little later on, which is maybe the best weapon in the game, or best weapon in the game as far as weapon arts, or Ashes of War, I think. So there's a boss down here. You probably guess with all the items, you know, hey, jump down here. And it's a one of those rotten tree spirit things. I think it's rotten tree spirit is what they're called. They look like they do really wild, erratic attacks. The only thing I can give you to help you with these guys is you're just gonna have to watch their moveset and learn it. Anytime they raise their neck up, usually their neck will be down, their head will be down low, and they'll be kind of running around the area trying to hit you. When they raise their neck up and twist their neck, they're doing it to bring it down and swing it to hit you. So anytime you see them raising their neck up and kind of away, then they bring it down and towards you. Just get ready, pull out of whatever attack you're doing, and get ready to roll. You're gonna have to roll like right as they, like as soon as he starts bringing it down the neck to hit you. Once he's about halfway to you, I would roll at that time, and it's easier to roll through it. So like roll towards it because it's a really fast attack. So a lot of times if you roll away, you're giving it a bigger window to hit you. If you roll through it, your speed going one direction and the opposite of him makes it easier to intersect without hitting, if that makes sense. So just do your best. Watch for his moves. You'll kind of see him wind up, and he has a really slow swings, but they're erratic. They're kind of subtle, his tells, other than the thing where he raises up, which is kind of obvious. There's another one where he'll charge his breath and do like a rotten breath, or I can't remember if it inflicts rot, but some of them do. I think they're different flavors. So, anyways, there's a, not too far back, a Grace. So, you should take this as an experience to kind of learn their moveset if you want, because we're going to fight a lot more of them throughout the game. So as soon as you drop down and start going this way, he'll come out. Also, Fire Grease works really well with him. His tail too, you'll see, he'll bring it back. I'll just kind of dodge for a little bit so you can see his swipes. 2 hands over, that's easy to see. There's him slamming his head down. You can see, again, lifting his head up and back. Shit, didn't mean to do that. There's the one I'm talking about, and we're dead. Damn it. Or no, we're not. I wasn't even paying attention. So roll toward him when he does that. Man, I'm struggling with him. He opens his mouth, he'll do that kind of explosion attack. He got a hold of me. No, he didn't. He keeps missing me. So when he does that, like when he kind of charges at you, he's trying to get you in his mouth. If he does, he'll kind of like slam you and bite you and stuff. So it's kind of like glitching through the walls. But you can see how he kind of raises up and away before he does his kind of sweeping attack where he throws his head. That overhead slam's a little harder to see because it happens real fast, so if you're not ready. And then I'll do that where he kind of slithers around the arena, so just at that time, you're just going to have to keep dodging through. There's a tail swipe. And it looks like I'm getting hit on purpose. I'm trying to like watch his moves and talk about him instead of just getting in the flow of it. And then when I heal, the timing's just all dicked up. Alright, I'm just gonna fight him now, so. You can see that overhead, I saw it coming. Best way to attack him is, see how much easier, like, I know it probably looks like I suck, but like, for whatever reason to talk about it and do it, it's like really hard. why don't I just shut up and play like, I didn't get hit. But honestly, just like dealing with him and learning his moveset is the best way to deal with him. So here's a big creepy face. Be sure to grab that. It's a good item for, and there's usually a blood spot here. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. Maybe you do have to be online. I didn't think you did, but it shows our mage friend from Stormveil dying. So, it's like a clue for his quest, but it's like right here. And this is like, I forget what this guy's called, but it's actually alive. I mean, it may be dead now, but it was alive. You can see it bleeds. It's like the Prince of Darkness, or not Prince of Darkness. I don't remember what it's called. But in one of the first trailers, there was a shot right here of you climbing the tower and looking at that, and I always thought, damn, that thing is creepy as hell looking. I don't know what the lore around it is. If you remember Fia that I showed you earlier, that gives you Baltican's blessing that lowers your health and gives you poise, she has something to do with that, the big face, and I don't remember what it's called. It's like some type of deity in the game or whatever. So, alright, so if you remember, that brings us back over here. Here's the kitchen. Here's the area down here where you get the first wet blade, which again, be sure to... Actually, I guess the first one was Gatefront Ruins. But this guy right here will have another wet blade you need to grab. So, that'll bring you back into the castle normal. So, we've pretty much covered most of this. We've got Godric left. I'll do him at the very start of the next episode. That's a good place for him because a lot of people are going to struggle, and that way they don't have to sort through the whole episode to find him. So, I know we kind of went all over in this one. But we'll go back to Redmane if I didn't give you enough info, or you didn't want to go about it that route or whatever, because you can still go head on through the front. I'll come back here real quick and just upgrade whatever weapons we got. Look at that.
Greetings.
You should have Rodrika here now, able to upgrade your spirits, and I would recommend you do so. It makes them way, way more potent. So, can't stress enough how important it is to upgrade your weapons. Like, the difference between the one we're using right now and when it was, like, just regular, not even +1, is just night and day. It makes the weapons, like, so much stronger. I'll do tons and tons more damage. So I got that +8. I really like the golden halberd too. Might upgrade it a little. I don't know. I'm not going to put any more because I've only got one left of that stone. So I'll figure out what I want to do. I don't even know yet. I was thinking about this great axe or the Highland axe that I've already upgraded a little bit that I can use with a shield. And here's the Uchi Katana. It works really well with the Moonville, that one I showed you where to go get. The magic katana. So this is good to use in your offhand right here. I saw Fighting Cowboy did a video about that for like strength faith builds, especially if like you're going to use beast magic. You can use this as like a real quick finisher attack. Like when you get your opponent's health down real low, you can just swipe real quick, and then in your right hand use like a big hulking weapon that's slow, and this is kind of your opposite for quick attacks. So anyways, I'm going to play around with that. Just wanted to cover overview. So catch you guys in the next one. We'll take out Godric real easy, first try.